If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Falcons' veteran linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Falcons and the Cardinals, next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Full football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. To try again after the sack. Smith. His throw incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Smith now on second down. And complete to Drake London. A gain of 4 last play. They doubled that here and get 8. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on third down. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 15 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Play action. It's Smith. Complete to Jones. Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again is Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll go. It's Patterson. Evades him at the 20. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
From the red zone now, Smith. Dumps this one off to Algier. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On second, here's Algier. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 3rd and 2, Smith. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sione Takitaki in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Murray. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mixon again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Returning it is Moore. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Cardinal 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry to about the 33-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal 1st. Murray now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Gino on 1st down. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This one left side caught by Patterson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will close the gap down to 14. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead. Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. 1st down, Murray. The catch made by Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that loss week at the hands of Seattle. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mixing up the middle. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. And this one too low. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Murray again. That's complete to McBride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Geno. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Smith. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, here in this 3rd quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The football going back over to Arizona now. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back back to Mixon on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Murray going to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Complete to Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open left side is Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun to give to Mixon. Taken down at the 42. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Murray to Moore, 1st down, Arizona.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Cardinals.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Mixon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Smith on 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Geno on first down.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Here's second and a yard.
Play action. It's Smith. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Smith throwing again.
Got his man. It's London.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slam keeps the drive moving.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Caught by Jones.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now, Smith.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Second and 3 from the 9.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here,
touchdown Falcons!
Kyle Pitts.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Back to throw, Murray. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Flush to his right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Falcons offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's
got a man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Here's Smith. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Here's Sam Martin now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a first throw here in overtime. Eluding the pressure right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
After the interception, here's Smith.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. On the give, Algier headed left. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll run for it with Algier. And he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Falcons, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm